What's up, War Eagles? So, today we're going to be talking about the two kingdoms. And maybe you're asking, what two kingdoms? Well, you see, there's always been two kingdoms. There's always been this good versus evil, or these two divided parties. There's always been Yahweh versus the prophets of Baal, and these pagan surrounding nations, okay? We can look back in Genesis and see Cain and Abel. Cain killed Abel, and then God basically cursed him and said that you're the serpent's seed. We see Ishmael and Isaac, right? And we see the child of promise and the child where Abraham, pretty sure it's Abraham. Please quote me or tell me if I'm wrong on that. I'm pretty sure it's Abraham. But Abraham tried to force his own will to have a child before the Lord, and that in itself is a form of witchcraft. But we see that Ishmael, the first child, came out of that, and then Isaac was the promised child, right? And going down that line is where we get Israel. And so next is Israel and the nations. We see Egypt and all these surrounding pagan nations that have relied on the elementals, that have relied on the elemental spirits and, circling deities and everything else I'm going to be talking about, and the principles of witchcraft later on, exposing that to help you identify that. And then lastly, we see the New Testament church, the one new man, versus these pagan systems, these pagan practices. And that's the issue today, guys. And that's always been the issue, is when Israel ended up bringing in these pagan practices inside their nation, inside their body. What happened? The Lord rebuked them and cast them away. And what has happened today? We are no different than Israel. This church, this joke of a Western church, and I love the church, guys. I love the church, but it's a joke right now because we are allowing so much witchcraft into it. And we are calling it Holy Spirit. We are blaspheming against the Holy Spirit. And it's an insult to the pure gifts. And so we need discernment because his people perish for lack of knowledge. And we need to understand that this has always been a spiritual battle. This has always been creeping the whites to the blacks. It's a mixture of grays. And it's slowly over time, Satan has worked his way back in. He's always been in, but he's working his way, and we're accepting darkness as light. This is not a political issue. This is a principality issue. This is a spirit issue. What's governing the church? No more third eyes, guys. No more transcending, or it's astral projection. Okay, I will cover that in a different video. But nothing but demonic. I came out of the occult, and I don't want to go to a church that's letting it in. So we need to be purified. We need to throw out rebukes and rebuild to be the holy bride that the Lord wants. Not some harlot that has let the devil in. Like, subscribe. I love you guys. Have a blessed day.